With the DoubleA season getting underway, it's time to take our first look at the Bowie Baysox and top prospect catcher Adley Rutschman. Rutschman's a number 7 ranked prospect in the MLB, and rightfully so. He actually got drafted twice, once back in the 40th round of the MLB draft back in 2016 to the Seattle Mariners out of Sherwood High School in Oregon. He decided to stay home and go to college at Oregon State, where in 3 years he finished with a .352 batting average, 28 home runs, and 174 RBIs. In his 2019 season at Oregon State, he won many awards including Pac-12 Player of the Year and the Buster Posey Award. These accolades and more got him selected number 1 overall by the Orioles, and scouts are predicting that he'll be ready at Major League level next season. Let's jump into the first game of the DoubleA season for Adley and the Baysox as they take on the Altoona Curve in a DoubleA Northeast Division game. They're facing 19-year-old Quinn Priester. Rutschman's first at-bat of the season in the top of the second is uneventful as he makes contact with the high pitch and sends it out to right. But it's an easy play out there for Cal Mitchell as he makes the grab for out number 1. Top of the third, and Rutschman's got a big chance here with 2 outs. The bases are loaded, hoping to extend the 1-0 lead. The 1-2 curveball is up in the zone, but Adley can't get the bat off his shoulder as he goes down looking to end the inning as the Curve get out of a very dangerous early game jam. Top of the 6th, with Rutschman still looking for his first hit of the season. He can't get it here as he hits this one sky high to second for the first out of the inning, so he's now 0 for 3 in the season opener. Facing Matt Eckelman here in the top of the 8th, now Rutschman's struggles continue as he goes down swinging, waving at the changeup out of the zone for his second strikeout in the game. A positive here in the field for Rutschman as he throws out Troy Stokes Jr. trying to steal second for the second out in the bottom of the 8th for the Curve. Altoona goes on to win their home opener 5-3 over the Baysox. Matt Eckelman gets the win, Jay Fla takes the loss, and Yerry De Los Santos earns the save. Moving a little further here into the DoubleA season, it's time for the Baysox to open up at home against the Altoona Curve. They're 1-3 coming into the game, and Adley Rutschman has a .231 batting average in 13 at-bats. His first at-bat comes in the bottom of the second facing starter Braxton Ashcraft. The former Beaver shows good patience at the plate as he draws a leadoff walk. He would end up being stranded at second as Ryan McKenna grounds out to first to end the inning. Bottom of the 4th, and here's another at-bat for Adley, this time with the runner on first and nobody out. He lofts the 0-2 into center, and it's a bloop single as it falls to the grass for a hit in the ballgame for Rutschman. Anthony Servideo follows Rutschman and drills this ball hard to first. The first baseman leaps and makes the grab, then tags out Rutschman, who's sliding back into the bag for a double play. Talk about doing it all yourself. Bottom of the 6th for Adley with 2 outs. He's stepping in again. He takes this ball into center, but it's a lazy fly ball that falls into the center fielder's glove to end the 6th, still scoreless. Baysox are down by 5, but have the bases loaded for Adley here in the bottom of the 8th. Dwayne Underwood Jr. throws a great 3-2 pitch low in the zone. Adley pulls his swing back, and the appeal down to third says no, he did not go around, so that's another walk for Rutschman, an RBI, and the first run of the game for Bowie. No complaints all around, I'm sure, with the end result. It's 8-5 in the bottom of the 9th, and Adley Rutschman's up with 1 out. He goes after the 2-2 changeup from Yerry De Los Santos, and it's going to take the long walk back to the dugout with a strikeout. The Curve play spoiler in the Baysox home opener, winning 8-5. Braxton Ashcraft gets the win. Brennan Hannafy takes the loss, while again, Yerry De Los Santos picks up his second save of the season. Up in the majors, Adam Plutko suffers a minor injury, It's a pulled back muscle, and he'll only miss a couple of days as a result. He won't go on to the IL, but he will move to the bullpen, just in case he has to miss a start. Moving into our final look at Adley Rutschman and the beginning of the DoubleA season, the Baysox are at home and play host to the Ridins Fightin' Phils. Rutschman's first at-bat comes in the bottom of the second, facing starter Mick Abel. Adley puts this ball in play, but unfortunately, it's just a hardline drive to Jalen Ortiz for the first out. Adley is up again in the bottom of the fourth for his second at-bat. In a 3-2 count, he's ready for this fastball as he sends it right back up the middle for his first hit of the game. It's a 1-out single. He's on second now for Ryan McKenna with 2 outs, but McKenna goes down swinging on strikes as the Fightin' Phils maintain their 3-run lead, ending the fourth. Rutschman digs in leading off the bottom of the sixth. His .286 average is third on the team early in the year. He rolls over the 1-0 pitch, grounding it to first. However, it's just an out, the first of the inning. It's a 1-run ball game and Rutschman's hoping to make some noise in the bottom of the eighth. Trevor Betancourt makes a great pitch, spotting the curveball low in the zone. A difficult spot to do anything with as Adley swings through it for the second out in the inning. The Baysox would end up winning the game, however, 5-4 on a Wilbur Santiago walk-off 2 RBI double in the ninth that improves them to 3-4 on the young season. Toby Welk fractured his hand in the game for Bowie, and he's joining the 60-day IL as he'll miss 1 to 2 months. We'll pick up next time with the interleague matchup as we return to the major leagues and our Orioles as they'll face the Mets for 2 games on the road. What did you all think of this player lock episode? I wanted to try something new and switch it up a little bit. With the holiday coming up, I wanted to get a quick episode out for y'all, and I figured, hey, this is a way for me to do it. But I'd like to do more of these going forward, focusing on our minor league players, so let me know if that's something you are interested in seeing going forward. Let's move on to our viewer question of the week for this episode. This question comes from Samu. Thank you again for the question, Samu, I appreciate you. His question is, what's your favorite of the potential new names for the Washington football team? Well, there is a list of names floating around for the football team. As we all know, they're changing their name from the name we're not going to say anymore to a new one. And out of the ones that I found on this list, my personal favorites right now, I really have it down to 2 between the Red Tails and the Red Wolves. The Red Tails for the historical reasons that come into play with that, with the famous pilots in World War II. And then there's the Red Wolves, which I like that name. It sounds kind of cool. I think it fits with the football team kind of vibe sort of thing. Most football teams are some sort of animal mascot or, something like that. So I think that would work as well. And plus you still get to keep the red in the name. So I think if they want to keep red in the name, they'll go with either Red Tails or Red Wolves. If you're asking me which one I think will end up winning, I think Red Wolves would end up winning just because I think that would be something that most people would be comfortable with at the end of the day. And I think that's just what people are going to go for. I think that would be less divisive than, say, the Red Tails for reasons. Won't go into that. Not the place or time for it. But I hope that answers your question, Samu. Thank you again for asking the question. If you would like to have your question featured in the next video, please do me a favor, leave a question down in the comments below. And while you're here, like the video, subscribe, watch more videos, and until next time, you guys, you know what to do. Keep on shining and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.